Thank you very much. And with me is Elder Ruben Pamodile MNI. He has already mentioned my name, so repeating it will be just unnecessary. So I'll just go straight to reading the press conference. Distinguished members of the press, use this medium to welcome you to this station. I read. Title is Chieftaincy type tussle over the stool of elulu of mopa. Chief Muyiwa and Mopa Traditional Council are resorting to incessant intimidation, harassment, and threat to life of opponents. We are members of the concerned senior citizens of this state, CMSC, an organization duly registered with Mopa local government area and the Corporate Affairs Commission at Abuja. Our objective as an organization are to uphold the unity, heritage, justice, and development of MOPA. In line with our objectives, we observed and monitored with keen interest the recent selection process of the elulu of MOPA, which was not only faulty but contrary to our tradition for selecting an elulu of MOPA. This has generated and is still generating a lot of acrimony, animosity, and threat to peace and development of the town. This is an update to our July 2024 open letter to all MOPA indigenes worldwide, widely circulated in the major Nigerian media outlets, particularly the leadership newspaper, in which we brought to the attention of MOPA indigenes the happening in MOPA. With regards to the stool of elulu of MOPA, the stool is still in contention and the agreed local community is still in the High Court regarding their right to the stool. The contention is that Chief Muyiwa, who is the other party contesting the stool with the local community, is not from any of the four ruling houses in MOPA and is therefore not entitled to the elulu stool. He was, however, installed illegally by MOPA Traditional Council in May 2024 in flagrant disregard and breach of the court injunction court order and injunction to injunction of the High Court of February 2024 to maintain the status quo ante. This press release is to bring to the attention of the whole world of the cases of intimidation, harassment, and threat to life being perpetrated against some MOPA indigenes by Chief Muyiwa, one of the parties involved in the ongoing chieftaincy title tussle over the elulu of MOPA stool. Some of such cases are as follows. 1. MTC, which I call MOPA Traditional Council, being fully aware of the subsisting court order on the elulu stool, illegally coronated Chief Muyiwa as the elulu of MOPA in May 2024. The illegal coronation was purportedly based on the claim of Chief Muyiwa that he has gotten an appointment letter from Kogi State government as the elulu of MOPA in flagrant breach of the order of the High Court of February 2024 to maintain the status quo ante. However, he has up to date not been able to provide the hard copy of the purported appointment letter to the public. Rather, he has always relied on and presented a leaked soft copy of the letter to deceive the public. The whole world may please know that the offices of the Attorney General and Commissioner of Justice and the Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs are joint defendants in the High Court case on this matter before the said coronation. Our position is that since the two parties involved in the dispute over the elulu stool have turned their dispute over to the court for determination since February 24, both parties are expected to await the result of the litigation. and the appropriate order of court before acting any further. That is the coronation of May 2024 by the other party. Shouldn't have been done. Based on this, our position as an organization that believes in the rule of law is that until the legal challenges on the elulu stool are over, Mopa has no de facto elulu, and no one should be seen parading himself as the leader. Chief Muyiwa, together with the Mopa Traditional Council, has been helping himself extrajudicially against the order of the High Court to with the disadvantages of his co-contestants of elulu stool. With his new position based on the leaked letter of appointment from the Kogi State government being used to intimidate, harass, and threaten those he perceives as opponent to his views and actions. These ongoing violations of human rights in Mopa, if not checked, could lead to breakdown of law and order in our peace-loving town. If Muyiwa is deliberately attempting to rewrite the history of Mopa to fit his narratives and worldview as follows: restructuring Mopa land by creating the so-called Elulu Advisory Council and unilaterally making it the highest advisory council in the land over and above the NTC. Unilaterally renaming and recreating the ruling houses in Mopa to suit his own narrative. Creating with some of his chiefs the so-called kingmakers for Mopa land, which is never had in the history and tradition of Mopa. In other words, the town has no ruling houses, no kingmakers. No kingmakers, zero. Unlike some part of Yoruba land, you have that tradition. But in the case of Mopa, we do not have kingmakers.
We have ruling houses.
We have ruling houses. What we call in Yoruba land, translated to Yoruba means afobaje. We do not have it at all.
The practice is that any ruling house whose turn it is will be called upon by the traditional council to nominate and present
a candidate
for
that
the
is
consideration.
Yes. You know, we have 4 ruling houses, so they do it turn by turn. So when it is the turn of a ruling house, they will tell you, present your candidate. So it is your own business in your ruling house to present a candidate and present it for the endorsement of the town. This has been going on for 2 centuries. So for you to just, because you have some change and then as problem of stomach infrastructure in the land, to bulldoze your way, appoint some people and then call them kingmakers, just for the purpose of electing you. That is the problem we have. And as you all know, when you talk of tradition and culture, tradition is a age-long practice by a given people, transmitted from one generation to the other. So if you have a tradition that has lasted for 2 centuries, someone cannot just come overnight and upturn it and then expecting us to keep quiet as elders of the town. We are above the issue of a problem of smart infrastructure, and that's why we have to come out to speak. I continue, please. Using Elulu's office to cajole Mopa citizens to pay him homage and subsequently flashing the photos of the events to deceive the public about his popularity and acceptability of the people. If Muyiwa is interfering with the operation of Mopa Welfare Society, the officially recognized independent community development organ with a long history and heritage of very successful developmental initiatives and actions that are accountable for the eminent and enviable position for which Mopa is known today within the immediate communities, state and Nigeria. The examples of how he is threatening the existence of the amiable organization and heritage are as follows. On September 13, 2024, Chief Ibeun forcefully installed an illegal president of Mopa Welfare Society against the directive of the legally appointed Board of Trustees, deferring the election of his executive to September 2025 due to his threat of using firearms and other dangerous weapons to deal with any person who disobeyed him. Elders who attended the meeting with him can attest to what we are telling you. He told them that if they go ahead and hold the meeting, whatever they see, they should take it. So the elders now had to postpone the event till next year 25. But he does not want that. So when you begin to threaten your community elders that whatever they see, they should take it, that is not proper of someone who wants to do a collectivity. He unilaterally posted this year Mopa Welfare Society Day, a yearly event which has been in existence for about 70 years, because he does not feel comfortable with the possible results of the election by the organizing committee.
He said he's postponing it in his power.
Yes.
As the elulu till December. The tradition is every September, second week, second Saturday, we have what we call Mopa Day. And from nowhere, this has been in existence for over 70 years. He came, he said, from this year, he's not going to have Mopa Day until December to celebrate his birthday or whatever. And other flimsy excuses. He wants to bring people, big men, to come and see how beautiful the town is. That the road that is under construction by the state government will be a good avenue of showcasing, despite several entreaties from the BOT, from the welfare. He said on his own unilateral decision, he postponed Mopa Day till December 26th or 28th precisely. And the BOT, that is the Board of Trustees of Mopa Welfare Society, recognizing the implication and the threat to peace of the town, said, okay, for peace to reign, we are postponing both the business meeting, the Mopa Day celebration, till next year 2025, during which whatever it is there, we will have been able to amicably resolve it. But as we are speaking now, it's still on the decision that is going to host it in December. In fact, he has constituted some planning committee and what he considered other committees, which we know will not augur well for the interest of the people.
In continuation, he unilaterally He unilaterally disbanded the Mopa Youth Council, which is traditionally the youth wing of Mopa Welfare Society, and unilaterally created a fragmented alternative in his place to break the ranks of the community youth, since he has failed to get the desired necessary support of the youth force. He unilaterally created an alternative community development platform called elulu Policies and Projects Implementation Committee to reduce the authority, power, and efficient working process of Mopa Welfare Society, which traditionally has been responsible for the coordination of development programs for Mopa. He's interfering with the freedom of speech and association of those he perceives as opponents to the elulu throne. For example, he used his illegal position to petition the Corporate Affairs Commission at Abuja, demanding for the registration of our organization, in contravention of the exercise of our fundamental human rights as guaranteed under the Constitution. We all know that there's freedom of association guaranteed. Even under military regime, you are allowed to freely associate, but not to talk of under a democracy, for an individual to write Corporate Affairs Commission saying they should deregister us for no good reason. We are elders, 60 and above, 70, 75. You ask them to deregister us. But we have replied the Corporate Affairs Commission, let them try it. We will go to court to challenge that disregistration. And the Corporate Affairs Commission will be there to prove to the whole world what we have done that was wrong. Because that will go in contravention of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He's interfering, okay, I've said that. He cleverly enticed the clan heads to a meeting where he showed them a soft copy of his purported letter of appointment, claiming that he's the appointed elulu of Mopa by the Kogi state government on salary of the state. Each attendee was given the sum of 5,000 naira to sign a prepared list ostensibly to be used as proof to the government that he has the endorsement of all the clan heads for his ambition. It may interest the whole world to know that the signatures of those who failed or refused to attend the meeting were forged. We have the available evidence. He said he wants to meet with the clan heads in his house. Innocently, they went, and they had a prepared list of attendees. And so whoever, they told them that before you are giving your envelope, you must sign. They didn't know that he wanted to use for a purpose, to send to the state government and say, look, all the 54 clans in Mopa have endorsed me. And so those who they didn't want to leave the space blank, those who didn't want to attend, their signatures were forged. And we are telling the state, using this medium, to tell the Kogi state government that any list that comes from him purporting to claim that the clan heads of Mopa endorsed him was fraudulently obtained. It was fraudulent because they never knew the intention. And those who didn't go, he sent hot messages to their houses. This is uncalled for. It is fraud. Even I have it on good authority that someone wants to take them to court